What's good, YouTube? It's boys. He's here again, back here with another Madden 23 franchise series live stream, man. Y'all boys talk about the title, man. Today, man, we got the 2028 season kickoff, man. Another season is about to, you know what I'm saying, take off, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all boys go check out last season. I haven't already. Go check out the 2028 draft. Got some more studs in this bit. Go check out the 2028 off free agency, off season, all that, man. You know what I'm saying? It was good all season. Now we back, man. A week later, man. Super Bowl was last week. Now we back a week later, man. Kicking off the 2028 season, man. And we got a banger here today. Whole week one is a banger, man. Banger games. Got the NFC Championship rematch as well. We got today, I talk about the title, man. We got the AFC 2027 playoffs, AFC Championship rematch between Ferrari at this point, man. Joe Burrow and Patrick Mahomes, man. The Chiefs and the Bengals. You know what I'm saying? Chiefs, number one team in a row. Bengals, number three team in a row, man. Arguably number two team in a row. But, yeah, so, hey, y'all boys, you know what I'm saying? Y'all boys ready, man. You know what I'm saying? We about to get busy. You know what I'm saying? Got the defending Super Bowl champions, back-to-back champions, of course, the Chiefs, man. The potential to go with Patrick Mahomes. You know, it's taking on the Bengals, man. The Chiefs, y'all boys, y'all haven't checked out that AFC Championship game last year, man. Y'all go check that out, please, man. Chiefs, fourth quarter comeback. They was down 34. It was down 34 to like 10 or something like that. And they came back all the way down, and they won a game 35-34, man. So that was an amazing game. That comeback was epic as hell. So I was gonna check out that game, man. So we're due to have a big game on open tonight. We're due to have a big game open tonight, y'all boys. So y'all boys, you know what I'm saying? Stay tuned, man. About to get straight into the game. Of course, the defense, man. You know what I'm saying? The pass, obviously, with Joe Burrow. So, yeah. Let's get it, man. That's for the Chiefs little game plan right there. Stopping the pass from Joe Burrow. Obviously, got some good defense, man. So, y'all boys, you know what I'm saying? Stay tuned, y'all boys. You know what I'm saying? Hope y'all boys enjoy this game. Like I said, week one is going to be a banger. We're going to be playing a week one game as well soon. After we're going to start a week one after this as well. So, y'all stay tuned, man. Happy Sunday, you guys. Drop your predictions down below for this game and stuff like that. So, let me know, man. Dominate the offense. Passing game, of course. Over 350 yards rushing. Okay. Alrighty, so we about to get into the game, y'all. Thursday night. You know what I'm saying? Happy Sunday, y'all boys. Let's get into it, man. The Chiefs, Bengals. I cannot wait for this rematch right here, man. The Chiefs are missing their top two starting running backs, man. Isaiah Pacheco and Kai Edwards is hilarious. So yeah, they'll have Pacheco back in week 3, and next week they'll have, you know what I'm saying, Kai Edwards Hilaire. So next week they'll have him. So yeah, the Chiefs missing the top two running backs, so they can be starting Rocket Sanders, you know what I'm saying? So he should be able to beat up against some yards. He got his creative line, arguably the best in the league. We got the Bengals, man. They fully healthy, so yeah. I want to shout out some new players for the Bengals, man. You know, by the way, obviously the Chiefs got a new player. They got the same team, but the Bengals got some new players this year, you guys. Let me show y'all. I always have Bro T against Marquez, obviously. But yeah, they got Bijan Robinson in the lineup, man. New running back Joe Mixon had retired pretty early in my opinion, but surprisingly. But yeah, now they got Bijan Robinson from the Dolphins, Miami Dolphins, man. Last year he put up 1,200, down to 1,300 yards, 14 plus touchdowns. So he's a good running back, man. You know, definitely could fill in for Joe Mixon, man. So I can't wait to see him play, make his debut for the Bengals. The Bengals also got T.J. Hawkinson, you know what I'm saying, tight end. T.J. Hawkinson from where the Vikings, right? Yeah, the Vikings. He had 700 yards last season and 5 touchdowns. I think he could get 1,000 yards this season. He can stay fully healthy. He could get 1,000 yards this season. You know what I'm saying? If he can stay healthy, like I said, man. But yeah, great tight end. You know, great tight end, man. Not the best pass blocker, but he's good in a short game in the mid on the mid route running type shit. So yeah, he'll be a good player for them. And last but not least, but another player they lost Sam Hubbard, so they brought in Tunes Mines, how you say his name? They brought in him from the Green Bay Packers. He broke out last season, having 13 sacks, 17 tackles for loss and 73 total tackles. So they had an amazing season last year for the Bengals. So see if we can make an impact for this team. You know what I'm saying? And then last but not least, they got Denzel Ward. You know what I'm saying? Denzel Ward added him to the team. He's a CB1, so yeah, he'll be seeing a lot of TA and Jamar Chase. It's gonna be exciting. We got Denzel Ward. He had 5 picks last season, coming from the Cleveland Browns, 73 total tackles, so and a sack as well, tackle for loss. So yeah, good cornerback, man. Can't wait to see him playing with the Bengals. Y'all let me know, man. Y'all think the Bengals gonna make it back to the championship game? Y'all let me know, man. Let me know. But yeah, that's the Bengals right there. Obviously the Chiefs got their same team. But yeah, we better get straight into the game. I'm wasting time, man. Let's get straight into this game, you guys. Let me know who y'all boys got. I'm gonna be pretty much watching the whole game, commentating on the whole game, so y'all stay tuned. Yeah, we finna get into it, man. But yeah, let me check one last thing, y'all. One last thing. All right, hold on, one last thing, y'all. There we go. Yeah, I know he's gonna do that again. Yeah, all right. One last thing, you guys. One last thing. Gotta change the lineups a little bit, you know what I'm saying? We about to get straight into it. Our boys comment down below. Y'all check out the last offseason video, man, the draft video. At the end of that stream, I gave my 2028 season predictions. You know what I'm saying? Y'all boys already know. The MVP, award predictions, all that type of good stuff. So y'all always go check out that. If y'all haven't already, drop y'all predictions down below in the comment section down below. What y'all think gonna happen in the season now? Y'all think gonna win the go to the seeding wise, playoffs, Super Bowl, all that, man. That boys, it's gonna be a W season, man. We head into the 9th season, 8th season, something like that. So let's get it, man. So yeah, Chiefs, Bengals, let's get it.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And up ahead, it's a big one. An AFC Championship game rematch. It's the Bengals and the reigning Super Bowl champs. Under the lights on Thursday night.
From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Kansas City Chiefs. The wait is finally over. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis here on the start of a new NFL season, and we kick it off with a bang on Thursday night.
What's interesting about these Thursday night games is oftentimes we hear people say, is it really fair for players to play on Thursday night? But what did we hear from both of these teams going into this one? How excited they were.
Pretty much the two best offenses in the league. Chiefs got probably the best defense in the league, man. They did second last year. Yeah, man, it's gonna be a good game, y'all boys. Y'all boys heard it, man. The AFC Championship rematch from last season. Amazing game. Amazing game here today. The Chiefs will receive the ball, so it's going to the reigning MVP, Patrick Mahomes, man, on his road to become the GOAT.
With fall around the corner, football is back, America.
Football is back in America. It's going to be fielded.
Taking in at the 3.
Oh my God! What a return there by Wade. What a return there, man. Injured last game. Yeah, he's back though. Mahomes, man, reigning MVP, second 2-time MVP, 5-time Super Bowl champion, 7-time AFC champion, man. 7-time AFC champion.
No matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
From the 34 now, here's
so you're doing big things. So you can do here today. His first snap, first and 10. They're gonna run on Rocket Sanders. Rocket Sanders will get 8 yards.
There on the first down run, he'll get a couple, and that's it. They go play fake.
And Mahomes will have Tyreek Hill for a first down.
Thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it.
Play action, lost of time. He rolls out. He's gonna run it. Home tackle down by number 15. To out of Turner. 1 yard. Sanders runs it, and he will pick up a first down and more. Rocket Sanders and by Isaiah Pacheco. Had us good on line. So have a solid game. Breaks the tackle. Nice hard strong running there. Tackle down by number 94.
Doesn't make much sense to me. I'm not sure how you felt about it, but I thought he would have had a home a long time before this. And now just find a way to put it in his hands and let him run.
This one throws it deep. He will have his man. There is Tony. Was that a catch? It was. Nice catch there.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Pretty solid opening drive here.
Good throw. I don't know. I might review that though. Oh, that's a catch. I feel like that's a catch. He might review it though. That's a good throw though, man. Good catch.
That shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Mahomes taps this
Sweet justice. Oh, I also get blocked there.
That's a nice job there.
Just 1 yard.
Being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming.
He's
converged on it before he could get much out of it.
On 2nd and 9.
Runs it 2. Trey Henderson with sack. His first sack of the game.
Trey Hendrickson in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against.
I feel like he's gonna run it soon, man. 3rd and 15.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Home throws it deep and knocked down by Denzel Ward.
So on 4th down, Mahomes
Ward to that.
on for the Chiefs field goal.
Chiefs will kick the field goal. Oh, I'm on nearly blocked. He gets the kick. It's good.
To a 3-0 lead. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it. Because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to the first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield. Mission accomplished. Points on the board.
Here come the Bengals. And CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
Hey, we all love a good story. And what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership off the charts.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Burrow. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Chris Jones breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Back to throw here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around, 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now here's Mahomes. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he will have a Chiefs first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it. And occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mahomes. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he will have a Chiefs first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Right back to Tony. He's got another one. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes, they complete it to Hill. And they'll work this down inside the 30. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They go play action. Now Mahomes under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And they decided to go with the safety blitz there. And look, if that gets picked up, quarterback really has the advantage then because they'll have more time to throw the football and some wide open space. But when it doesn't, that's a guy who gets a free run into the backfield. And oftentimes, the QB ends up on his backside as he did there.
And as we break it down on next-gen stats, that entire play wound up taking just 2.4 seconds beginning to end. So they were on him in a hurry. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's got it. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
We always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Noah Fant, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And they're able to add on to their advantage. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Burrow looking to pass. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones now with his 2nd sack here on opening night.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, not going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 15. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. It's Hill, complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. They'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. On second and a yard, Mahomes. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Butker now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was all capped by Patrick Mahomes using his legs to get in the end zone. From the 6. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And he's got his man on the out route. Throwing again on second down. Burrow.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Now it's Burrow. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So no gain on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10.
Holding, offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. The Chiefs on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, got the safe completion on 3rd.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
From the 45 on second down. Burrow, right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On third down, Burrow. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Charles, a nice play there, wasting no time making his presence felt for this defense.
And you know, we heard the same conversation around the league. A lot of people were surprised that he was available, and they let him go. And now he's going to make a big-time impact with his new squad.
First down, here's Burrow.
That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
From the 22, Burrow. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. There he goes left side. The 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Butker on for the PAT. And the lead is now 24. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Ready to go on offense. Out come the Bengals. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now Burrow on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Cheifs. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Burrow will throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in by Hawkinson here. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Again, it's Burrow. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. McPherson's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get position for at least 3 points.
A gain of 32 that time.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
Mahomes now on first down. That's complete to Tony. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I know that no game in the NFL is ever easy, but they're making it look that way. Everything is being done with such precision. Just on this drive alone, 3 plays, 3 first downs. If you're on defense, you're scrambling, looking at each other, trying to figure out how are we going to slow these guys down.
Now Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And again, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
That's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue, but all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, good to get another season underway. We'll get back to you guys for the second half of the season opener. But first, let's take a look at what's still to come here in the opening weekend of the NFL season. As far as the early games go in that 1 o'clock window, we'll be focused on that game in Nashville. A big one for the Titans, as they'll be forced to reckon with the Las Vegas Raiders. In the late afternoon games, the place to be might very well be Denver, Colorado, where it'll be the Broncos taking on the Indianapolis Colts. And one more to highlight, a good one on Monday Night Football between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for the Bengals in that first half. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good run on that with a big play, but he could not pull it in. The Bengals bring out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 48 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. On the slant, it's Fant. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure. And it's a loss of 6. From midfield, here's Mahomes. this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he's taken down, a Cheifs sack. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, hey, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. It was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Bengals are able to cut into that deficit. Just power football there. Down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. From the 30 on second down, Mahomes. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Mahomes now on first down. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he will have a Chiefs first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. To throw again on second down. Mahomes. That's out to Hill. Right side complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Zach Taylor's made the decision. He's going to go ahead and throw out the red challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. On first down, Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. 3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stopped him a yard shy. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Bengals will get the football back. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. nowadays an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Burrow on play action. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Again, it's Burrow. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. A big completion there against double coverage. And Charles, one of those guys had a pick on him earlier.
Yeah, so he didn't allow that to deter him at all, did he? In fact, it probably was a challenge. Okay, you got to pick me for? That's my turn now to make the big play. And that's exactly what he did.
He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 14. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown! A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bengals get a bit closer. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion, and now we're back to a 1-score game. And that almost makes it a brand-new ball game. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play, because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense and Tyreek Hill heading back out onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
64 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This will be 3rd and 5. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. He's been the go-to guy.
Or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Trey Hendrickson able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part, he's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
And his throw here's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Burrow.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Burrow.
Got a man. It's Cheifs. He completes it. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Burrow. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
I remember throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Back to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around to 13. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bengals. From 13 yards out. And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Flush to it, and now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded right around the 8. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Chiefs offense ready to go again. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now Mahomes. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From midfield, here's Mahomes. That's caught left side by Hardman. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Mahomes to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Mahomes going to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. Butker's kick here is good. High fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do. We kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a 1-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Burrow. And his throw is incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in the stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his 2nd drop, indeed, not a good look. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So obviously that one really hurts not to be able to convert. But this one's not over yet, Charles. Look at the clock, and then also 2 timeouts still left for him.
And if I'm coaching the defense, I think I'm going all out. And what I mean by that is nothing but pressure packages going at them. I'm going to force them on offense to kind of gamble a little bit because I will leave openings, all right? You can sting me, but how often?
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
So Burrow and the Bengals
Down by 11, a minute 47 on the clock. They need a touchdown with a 2-point conversion and a field goal in either order as they've got it first down.
to throw, Burrow.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now a dump off here complete, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Now Burrow.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete.
And Burrow's saying, let's go, let's go. Here's Burrow.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Burrow.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that'll make this an 8-point game. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Out now the Cheifs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1.
Well, partner, the season officially underway. It was great to be back with you, obviously, but the first game of the year always is special, and love, I know you do too, love having it on a Thursday night.
Yeah, I think it makes it special, right? It makes it so that everyone is just watching, all eyes on it on a special night like that. I think it's going to be a great season, partner. Can't wait for the next several months. We know there are going to be surprises all the way through the season, and before we know it, we'll be talking about opening up on a Thursday night again next season.
So for the Cheifs, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts.